Coming into this game, the noise around Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever was loud, and almost none of it was good. There were reports floating around all season about the Fever maybe trading her, the Sparks rumor, the whole thing, which was insane, but it was out there, and people were running with it. Her own coach, Stephanie White, was getting cooked by the fan base for how she talked about Clark, like she wasn't defending her enough, wasn't hyping her up enough, every word getting picked apart. The defense was a disaster, one of the worst in the league, on pace to give up 100 points more times than almost any team in WNBA history. Clark was racking up technical fouls, sitting a couple away from an automatic suspension. She'd been managing a back issue all year, and the game right before this one? She laid an egg, 4 for 14 in a loss. So the takes were flying. Is the shine coming off? Is this team a contender or a mirage? Is she really who they told us she was? And then she went out and did something that had never happened one time in the entire history of this league. The WNBA has existed since 1997, 29 years. In all that time, across every legend who's ever played, nobody had ever put up 40 points and 10 assists in a single game. Not one player. Caitlin Clark did 45 and 10. She didn't tie a record, she created one that never existed. First 40-10 game in league history, and she stamped it with 45. On top of that, she became the fastest player ever to hit 200 career threes, and she did the whole thing in under 30 minutes on the floor. That's not a hot night. That's a line the sport had never seen in 3 decades. And here's the part that shuts the whole conversation down. Remember how everybody's been mad at Stephanie White all year for not gassing Clark up? After the game, in the locker room, White is standing in front of the team and all she can say is, "See, my God, my God." Then she just starts listing off the records. The coach who supposedly never praises her couldn't find words. That's how you silence a room full of doubters. You don't argue with them, you make the people closest to it speechless. So the trade talk's dead. The "is she overhyped" talk is dead, at least for now. And it circles back to the real question, which is how does Caitlin Clark actually project as a player? Because this wasn't a fluke, and that's what should scare the rest of the league. She's a third-year point guard, and this is exactly when the great ones make their jump. Historically, elite guards take the leap in year 3, and she's improved basically across the board while doing it. White herself has called her a generational talent, and White is not somebody who throws that word around. The passing is already elite. She's led the league in assists and rewritten the assist record book. The shooting range is a cheat code, hence being the fastest to 200 threes anybody's ever been. And now we've seen the other gear, the one where she can just take over and drop 45 to keep her team from losing to the worst squad in the league. Scorer, playmaker, historic shooter, all before she's even hit her prime. The things standing between her and the MVP conversation aren't really about her offense anymore. It's whether the defense around her tightens up, whether she keeps her cool and stops flirting with those tech foul suspensions, and whether the body holds up over a full season. Fix those, and you're not talking about a good player having a good night. You're talking about the face of the league for the next decade. Coming into Friday, they were ready to bury her. She walked out having done something nobody in 29 years had ever done, with her own coach standing there going, "My God." That's how you answer.